Hey, Kuzla here again, and I am busy making another video response. First off, I'm not actually really all that fond of making video responses, but sometimes there are things that are said that I do feel that I have to say something about it right away. So, and this one is to Shockofgod once again. Although I severely doubt that this video is going to see the light of day on his channel when it's listed in the video responses. He seems to be really, really big on self-promotion. Um, the two video responses he has up for the video that this is a response to are both from his channel. So, but yeah. All right, so you put up another video that I have some disagreement with because, well, uh, first off, yeah, someone pointed Zinnia Jones's video, "The Meaningless Death of Jesus," to you. And there's appear to be like a ton of things that you considered errors. You said that you counted 12 errors and you hadn't even watched the video all the way through. Um, Let me ask you something. You do believe that people have opinions, right? That you know the free will that they were given by your God um, allows them to have opinions on topics. So, and I think that's where you're getting some confusion there because where ZJ is talking about justice and you're talking about uh, love for the people is where you seem to be getting confused. Um, Now, by what we consider justice today, um, I saw it when I watched ZJ's video. It was in reference to justice as we see it today. Justice back in the time of Jesus Christ was a completely different thing. Um, so I think you're a little confused there. By modern justice, a situation like what happened with Jesus would not have happened. Now, granted, there are the human, the legal justice system in America is far from perfect, but it is there for a reason. And I would like to say that I have enough capability to understand that the lawyers are not infallible. So if the very same case, that Pontius Pilate himself ruled over, and if I remember correctly, he was considered a pretty decent guy by the Bible standards, he made the decision based on what evidence he had, and Jesus really didn't put up much of a defense for himself. Because he had already gone through the Last Supper. Judas had already sold him out for 40 silver. And he knew it was coming. That's why he was probably quiet the whole time. Which gave Pontius Pilate no other choice but to carry out the sentence. So, but that was Roman justice back during, the height of the Roman Empire. That justice no longer applies today. And a lot of the things I have, because I have read the Bible before. It's been a while since I've read it, but I have read the Bible before. Um, Jesus was a really noble guy. There's a lot of things he did that definitely fall into the noble category. Um, Compassion sometimes walks hand in hand with that, and it was said that Jesus is a compassionate guy. Like the one other little example you mentioned in where Jesus saved a prostitute, whose name, by the way, was Mary Magdalene. I mean, is there some problem you have with saying her name? He saved her from stoning from a mob, okay? That wasn't justice. That was a lynch mob. So, So, wouldn't you, in your Christian heart of hearts, if you saw a woman, no matter who she was, being chased down by a mob of guys threatening to beat her to death with rocks, wouldn't you do something yourself? Or would you stand back? I mean, obviously, you believe in Jesus a lot, so I mean, wouldn't you follow suit? Wouldn't you wouldn't you try to lead by example just as Jesus did? See, if you had bothered to watch more of ZJ's videos, you would find out that his reasonings for why he's an atheist are very, very personal to him. And uh, you're sitting there on top of trying to debunk whatever it is that ZJ has said, and in doing so, you're making a hypocrite of yourself because you haven't looked at all the material that ZJ offers in his videos as to why he's an atheist. And the video in question that you're talking about also, I mean, it is, the whole little story, Jesus died and then rose from the grave 3 days later. That part wasn't even mentioned because that was not the focus of the topic. Okay, so you're trying to put words in his mouth, which is seems to be a really bad habit that you have. And so I mean, before you say anything about someone else, I mean, maybe you ought to do what you claimed you've done with the Bible. Also, yeah, that one little part where you said that you have this one part known by heart, but here, let me read it. Yeah, okay. Obviously, you don't have it known by heart if you have to read it. So, but no, if you're going to go after someone because their beliefs disagree with you, then find out a little bit more about the person. Like I said, with ZJ's videos, I've watched a great deal of them, and I like the person that I see in these videos. So, I mean, that person is thought provoking, interesting, and doesn't just harp on religion. There's a lot of other things that make up ZJ. And until you get to know that person, and like I said, and I don't know him personally and whatnot, but I would like to feel that um, he's been enough to put up all these videos and let people make their own decisions by what they see, you know. So, with that, um, before you really say anything about a person, find out a little bit more about them first, and also on top of that, try to stay on topic, you know. And also with your supposed religious experience, you used to be an atheist, trying to get street cred with atheists ain't gonna cut it. You used to be an atheist, you're a Christian now, okay? That's what they're gonna focus on. You're a Christian now. So, I'll let you get back to Jesus melting your heart and all that other fun stuff. And and by the way, like I said, this may seem like I'm doing this in defense of ZJ, which to an extent I am, but I will point out that he actually doesn't need me to defend myself. I mean, to defend himself. But apparently, you feel the need that you need to protect yourself one way, shape, or form from criticism because like I said, your practice of not allowing video responses other than your own to go up, not approving comments from people who have questions that might be seen as, not, counterproductive to whatever message you're trying to get across. Um, you know, like I said, those are the actions of a coward. And I already sent you a comment stating that already, in one very, very short phrase at the end of the comment. So, if you want to prove atheists wrong, then open yourself up and answer their questions. You know, face their criticisms, you know? Don't sit there and keep cranking out videos and then not allow people to defend themselves. So, because Jesus did just that in some of his miracles. And if you're trying to say that Jesus, you love Jesus so much, well, hey, that's fine. Prove it. Seriously, you know. If all you're going to do is sit there and make these videos and not allow anybody to say anything back, the only thing you're proving is that you're a coward who's afraid of criticism.